Hello, my name is Dawn Eggert. Um, I'm a little bit behind with like a few of my assignments. I think this is like really like one of the last ones that I have to actually come up to date with. So this was the assignment to create a screencastify video or to create any kind of video, whether it be on your phone, your tablet, or your computer, and show how to do something or to teach. So my training is as a scientist. And so, as a scientist, we deal with a lot of experiments and lots of test samples. You will see up here that there's a number of things listed. So each one of these columns is actually and kind of like a mini experiment. It's actually test conditions done in a replicate of 3 because you always do 3 replicates. Um, let's say that we want to label these 1 through whatever. So I'm going to put 1 here because that's my first set of experimental conditions. The next one's going to be 1 plus the one before it, and that's going to equal 2. And then here's a trick. This is all done in Google Sheets. So I first tried Google Excel, but not Google Excel, but Excel. And but anyway, I decided to actually do this here. So it is possible. And so you just drag and voila, you get 1 through 6. Now, if you're dealing with, usually what I deal with as a scientist was like hundreds of observations, or when I was a master's student, I actually dealt with a few 100,000 observations and then had to do data analysis on it. Um, so that was a bear, but um, it is what it is. So I want an average of what my test conditions are. And so I'm going to put an equal sign, and I'm going to write out average. Now for Excel, it's actually just AVE, or AVG, I should say. But here in Google Sheets, it's actually more. So I'm going to get an average here of this one. And since this is another calculation, I'm going to go ahead and drag it all the way across. And so I get those. And so I also want to get my total um, of what my observations are. And this would be if I would be doing, say, um, standard deviation, standard error by hand. I would definitely want the total. So, but here with Google Sheets and also with Excel, you can actually do all these calculations. You know, with what you want. So standard deviation, and I want them for my test group. And so that's what my standard deviation is. I want the count, because when I go do the standard error, I'm going to need the count. And the count's just the number of observations, and of course there's 3. And so then for the standard error, that's usually the standard deviation, that's then divided by the square root of what your um, of what the number is for your number of observations. And so we've got that. And so that's what my standard error is going to be. And so then if I want to, it's not just one line that you can drag all the way across. You can do this with all of them. And so there you go. And I've got all of my counts. And this, it would be different if it was a different number, but they all happen to have 3 observations. It was 1 replicate, or 3 replicates of the same test conditions. So I've got all of that. And then, of course, a lot of times what I would do is I knew what numbers I was looking for. I'd see my data enough that I would actually do all this. Um, and then I go in and do like a graph. However, Screencastify has a limit on what your free video, what the length of your videos can be. That's free. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I did show you how to number your observations, which can be, these are data things that you can, very simple things that you can use in the classroom. I think that all of us will use, numbers in a numeric order. We're all going to be able to use totals, averages, counts, so like who's missing what assignments. And then standard deviation, standard error is just data analysis, and that's something that you can do for per student or per group of students, or for the entire classroom if you want. I mean, it's all data analysis, and so these are tools that you can use. So anyway, thank you for watching.